Bonjour again, collectors. So we got images of what the time in 2019 was the world's most expensive car. Only one of these were made. And now listen to me butcher this name. La Voiture Noire? I'm guessing. No idea. I don't speak French. I don't even know what brand makes it, so I'll have to leave in the title because I don't see anything. Is it JKM? But it says JV something up there. Oh, it does say JKM, so it is a JKM model. This model is relatively inexpensive. I got it from AliExpress. I have no affiliation. Buy this stuff wherever you want. Buy it for wherever you can get it cheapest. For me, that's AliExpress. So this thing has powered by an 8-liter quad turbo 16-cylinder. It's got around almost 1,500 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. Goes 248 miles per hour and 7-speed dual clutch transmission. It is believed that a Swiss person might own this vehicle because it was seen at this drag strip here with the Swiss license plate. Okay, and this thing was styled off of the old Type 57 SC Atlantic, one of which believe belonged to the Bugatti family, and it went missing in World War II, never to be found again. So if you live in France or Europe, Germany, I guess, you probably want to get a metal detector out because it's probably buried down inside of a farm somewhere. You know, it's probably buried underground, and people think it might be worth $100 million today. Although, who would claim the rights to that? Probably Bugatti, right? So, get some images here. This model's been out for a while. I just never got around to getting it because I don't like black cars. But now I realize that if this is the only car in existence, I don't know if they're going to come out with other colorways, this JKM. But I think they would be smart if they wanted to recover the cost of their mold. You know, put this out in Bugatti blue, put it out in a nice metallic white, and maybe do some dual tone coloring. I read an article saying this is a one-piece body. I don't know how that would be the case because I do see seam lines right there. There's a seam line. So I don't know what they mean by body. But if it is truly a one-piece molded carbon body, it would be extremely strong. For $19 million, I would want safety. I mean, whoever owns this, what does this person do every day? It probably eats like unicorn horns for lunch. Alright, well, let's get into this model now. So, it's obviously a black color. Is it metallic though? I don't think it's metallic. Boy, this is picking up my prints everywhere. Hold on here. Gotta get the good old one of these lens cleaning cloths here. See if this is metallic paint or not. No, I still say that's just a normal black paint. And that's fine. Probably what the real car is. The wheels, yeah, I think they match what's going on in the photos. It's quite interesting that they choose to have the spokes cut into the wind, but that's the way it is. And wow, JKM made a left and right mold. They're both cutting into the wind. It's not the same wheel where one side of the spokes would be going the other direction. The tires, boy, they're really gappy on this wheel. That's not looking so good, right? They are rubbery, so leading to the toy question: does it roll? Does it roll? Guys, you're asking a question like a small child would ask. If you want something realistic, you should get away from the whole rolling thing. All right. There's a vent here. All right. Going back to that wheel, there's a center cap, or probably a center knockoff or something. This mirror has some silver paint on the back of it, which is pretty impressive for the price of this model, or toy. The silver here, I assume would be a fuel filler. It's got 2 concentric rings there, so that's pretty nice. The window is very shallow and molded, so it's going to be distorted. We'll try to see the interior later. I guess there's some vent. That's just all blanked off. Got some cat here now. And yeah, look at this rear tire. Wow. It's like dented or something there. But oddly, the gap is better on this one than the front one, I think. Yeah. You know what? That dent. Let's just flip this tire around, see if it helps. Oh, this is a strange wheel design. There's not a ridge on this side. So this tire might be specific to one side. We'll have to see. Alright, well, that tire looks better, I think, than the last one. Alright, moving on. Going to the front. Well, we got the grille here. Nice crosshatch pattern. The Bugatti logo, I'm not sure if I can focus on that. I think it's legible. I don't think it says Bugatti. Does this say Guletti? Hold on. This camera's vibrating because of the suspended mount. I don't think that says Bugatti. But the fact that it has text at all is pretty nice. What does that say? I guess it is supposed to say Bugatti, but I think some printing went wrong. Guletti or something. Guletti. Well, your screen's bigger than my mobile phone, so I'm sure you already know what the word is, or what it looks like to you. Oh, so this is cast metal right here, this screen. Okay, this seems like it's plastic. It's nice that this brand has the plastic inserted lenses here, and behind it you got the silver with all these like milled LEDs that the real car has. Looks kind of like a eye of an insect, you know. This is metal here, but it's quite visible, and luckily there's no paint filling in the venting, so I think that's good. We have a wiper blade raised, painted black, and it looks like a smaller wiper blade here. Interesting. The blackout is on the outside surface. You can see a little bit of this tan of the interior, like the real photograph. There's also this center line here, this silver, and it's running into the interior, and it's all relatively straight. Hold on here, let me hit the camera again. That's really impressive. More expensive brands have a hard time matching up the lines to be straight. But JKM, good job. Kudos. That is metal right there. I thought for a moment it's plastic. We have some venting there, and then we have a different pattern in the back over the engine. Or, I think maybe it's being filled in by the paint. It is diecast metal there. There's some sort of EB logo here on the wing. Boy, fingerprints all over this thing. Or, what's going on there? It's just stained. I like the minimal packaging. You know, if it doesn't have sensitive parts, just put it in a plastic bag. I'm sure that's cheaper than a vacuum formed bag. Okay, whatever that stain was, I think I got most of it off. This is, wow, what's going on? That's actually passing air. Does seem like a really thick wing, but well, that's just the way it is. So we have a translucent red taillight. I thought this was going to be painted for the price of this model, but it's actually clear plastic. I think there's some glue vapor here, but you can scrape it off, it seems, so that's good. The toothpick comes to save the day. That's really cool. I like this JKM brand. Alright. This side of the wheels and tire, well, this one's the best so far. This tire, let's see if we flip this one around, if it helps out. It does. Alright, so, well, you'll have to decide. Okay. No major issues here. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, going back to the rear, we have the grille patterns here looking good. And it has text on the license plate area, not a Swiss license plate. We have 6 exhaust tips, and they actually look like tubes, you know. Look, a little recess there, painted nicely, no overruns or anything like that. The tire treads, they look modern enough. And then, I think that's a metal base, if you really want to run this down a Hot Wheels track. Screwed together, so I guess we might as well take it apart, see what the inside looks like. First, let's just see how you're really not going to see anything through those side windows. They're so shallow, they're so distorted. Your windshield's the only bet as far as seeing stuff. So, let's just open this up and see what else might be in there. Find the construction of toys interesting. The advancements and changes companies make. Interesting windows. So they have Yeah, alright, 2 press fittings there. And then the interior piece here. What? What's missing here? So that's crazy. Luckily I can't see through those side windows because there's no driver's seat, right? I thought for a moment this is a one-seater car, but the steering wheel that's some serious quality control. Wow. Well, so don't be surprised if you're missing a seat. And little engine details. And nice that they got the little silver paint in there. The seat is nicely molded. It'd just be nice to have 2 of them. That's a cost-cutting measure I haven't seen ever. Alright, let's go down the bottom of this thing. They press fit this plastic to hold the axles down. That's interesting. It seems like it seems overly complex when others would just mold this in a way to hold the axles down. Huh. Is it suspension? No, it's not suspension. Can't say I've ever seen that before. Alright, well, let's get that back together. Okay, let's look at some other Bugattis. Here's an older one. It's by Grani and Partners. They had a hypercar collection a while ago, and this is the Chiron. But look at this paint rash. Yeah, it came that way. New. I think the engine cover comes off. I reviewed the hypercar collection a long time ago. And these are all inexpensive models I'm going to show today, except for maybe the Auto Art, which is next. So Auto Art, we have this police version of the original, I guess, 16.4 Veyron. Okay, so I think it's really, for its time, this model is great. It has a photo etched metal piece here for the fuel fillers, chromed plastic, which is actually now vaporizing off, so that's not good. Yeah, but I don't think these models are too expensive when they're new. It's press fit together, plastic base on that one. Nice interior though. Astura Mini GT. This is a white car by Mini GT, and the white car had a defective exhaust, so I've ordered the resin version of this car. But for now, Mini GT doesn't think it's important to tell people what the car is, so I'm not gonna tell you either. This is a blue car by Mini GT, and it's awesome. If you like PlayStation, you might know what that is. Right, so I believe this is a really expensive car as well. Maybe like $10 million or something. I don't know how many they made though. And this being a concept car, or something out of a PlayStation game, I don't think it was ever for sale. Right. Okay, that is it for those guys. Got this thing spinning on its own. So JKM, you're not going to get brake systems or anything like that, but for the price of this model, the fact that it has front and rear plastic lights, it has round exhaust tips, not blanked off, cut off sausages for exhaust, it has silver paint on the mirrors. This is one of the best value brands going. I mean, I don't understand why any of those US brands like Auto World and Greenlight, they use painted headlights, and they cost as much or more than this, right? This thing costs like $10 delivered, so we're talking shipping cost included, right? So yeah, I don't collect Auto World and Greenlight anymore, or M2 machines. They just have no quality control whatsoever. So if you're new to collecting, you should probably avoid those brands, because I think you're just wasting your money, unless you really think painted headlights look realistic. Maybe you do. I don't know, maybe you're a Hot Wheels collector. Okay, well, I will see you in the next Bugatti video, and it'll probably be a nicer one than this. But this, for the money, is fantastic, so I recommend it. Alright, see ya.